What is up, everyone? So, my computer was being a total butthead for a good while there earlier today, so I ended up recording on my phone. Problem is, I don't know how to transfer that to my YouTube channel, so here we are. Forever lost footage, question mark. It wasn't much. You didn't really miss much. It was just me kind of talking once in a while. So I'll just kind of I guess a trailer breakdown at this point, just giving my thoughts on a trailer I've already seen. So, yay. Hopefully the computer's not glitching out, or whatever this time. Alright, so if I can remember all my points, I think... So first of all, let's go into the name of the movie. Why? Just why? Just why? The Rise of Skywalker. What? The Rise of I thought that was a rumor. And I was just like, but no, they're not going to do it. That is the most cheesy and generic name you could ever think of. Sounds like a 5-year-old wrote it. And here we are. It's the actual title of the stinking movie. Oh, good lord. Why? Just why? Okay, so it's not a finisher to the sentence like a lot of people were joking about. You know, well, Force Awakens, Last Jedi from his nap. It's The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker, so that doesn't really fit. Me personally, I was hoping they would stick to tradition and do re-blank of the put Force Order here. So you got like Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, I don't know, maybe Retaliation of the Night, not Retaliation, Resurgence of the Knights, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that would have been weird too. But for crying out loud, anything's better than The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, good gravy. You might as well come up with Resurgence of the Knights and have something cheesy like that. At least it's not 3 letters, Rise of Skywalker. I could totally see them having done that. But not that it really matters. Is that an A-Wing? I think that's an A-Wing. And what is that? I got tired right now. Okay, I'm really trying to remember all my points here. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, there's some weird structure there. I don't know what it is, if that's part of the landscape. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's definitely not part of the landscape. I was watching on my Kindle earlier, and I couldn't tell. It looked like a mountain or something, but now it definitely looks like some kind of a structure. Oh. Oh, boy. What the frick is that? Alright. I theorized earlier that maybe it was Death Star wreckage, which that wouldn't make much sense. I don't know what that thing is, man. I couldn't tell you. I'm hoping it isn't anything close to another Death Star. That's what I'm hoping, is this Star Killer Base 2. Oh my gosh, I really hope that's not it. Like, that's just like some dish structure. Like, it's... Oh lord, please no. Please no. It looks damaged though, whatever it is, so it's probably not that. Let's see, we got the TIE silencer. At first I was like, when I was initially watching this, I was like, is that a TIE speeder? What the heck's going on there? Wait, that's not the silencer, is it? That's like a new, well, like an interceptor or something. Huh. I don't know what that is. Okay, so, sorry if that's loud. I don't know if that is or not on your end. What planet is this? At first, my initial reaction, I was theorizing that maybe this was, that planet from Rogue One, where the rebels attacked the Imperial base or whatever. That's probably not it. Kind of hoping not. Hoping this is a new planet. It looks sort of underwater-esque, but not. If that makes sense. Get a little bit of Kylo attacking people. Alright. He's assembling his helmet back together, which kind of disappoints me a little bit. Simply because it was kind of like his coming out story. He's coming out of his shell, sort of embracing who he was. Like, this is the face of your new supreme leader, you know what I mean? Just like he's, the past is dead. He's no longer admiring Vader. He's no longer like blending in with the Knights of Ren, I guess is what his mask was more of. He's here I am. He's embracing himself fully. But I guess he's building it back together. I don't know. Maybe he's going on stealth missions or something. Maybe there's a reason. um, okay, and I did have a slight reaction at this. Lando's back. Woo! That's awesome. Um, I was kind of expecting it to be like a reveal, though, in the movie itself, but I guess they're trying to do damage control at this point, and they really want people to come back after The Last Jedi. That looks like they're flying on broomsticks, not gonna lie. I know it's speeders, but, I mean, come on, tell me that doesn't look like they're playing Quidditch. Am I right? So far it looks like we've got the trio, and 3PO, and BB-8. Where the heck is R2? I don't know. I hope he's in this movie. But it looks like we got them going on adventures or something on this desert planet, and they look a bit ragtag, which is a bit weird, but I don't know. Hopefully we get more of a sense of the war that's going on, and not just them going on some grand adventure or something. Are you guys still with me? I'm not freezing? Okay, thank goodness. I do not want to record this a third time. So, yeah, that's definitely an A-Wing. But what is that? But yeah, back to my point earlier. It looks like we have a new droid. Earlier I was like, what the heck is that? Is that a new droid? And then I watched the Star Wars Celebration event. Yes, it is. It's a new droid. Between BB-8 and 3PO there, we got a newcomer. So, yeah. So, I got 2 hopes, maybe 3 hopes for this movie. 1, don't suck. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably gonna suck, but that is a hope, though. So, 1 is, please let us see surviving New Republic forces in this movie. I know this teaser trailer has nothing to do with any of that. It's just a glimpse. It's not the movie itself. I'm just hoping, like, my vision for a scene would be like this, the last outpost. And you get, maybe it could be like an opening scene. They probably already got that, but it could have been an opening scene, and it's like this space station orbiting this planet. It's the final or one of the last outposts of the New Republic military. They're there, and that they've lost communication with the rest of the fleet for obvious reasons, and they're pretty much on their own. The First Order shows up, and a big battle ensues. It's like a final stand. It's kind of like a horror movie, that classic trope where there's a bunch of nameless, faceless soldiers who are getting shot at, and like, Mayday, Mayday, or whatever. It cuts off, so you don't see too much of the violence to sort of leave that tension there, and then maybe their comlink is on the ground or whatever, and you're hearing them like still signaling for help that never comes, and just as after this big battle, and then that's when you cut to the main characters or whatever. That would have been awesome. I just want to see something, anything, of the New Republic, because the only thing we've seen so far in the sequel trilogy, the New Republic era, is them getting blown up for a second. So, I really, it's been frustrating for me. The ride through this whole trilogy. Future generations are gonna be like, so what was it like in the theater? Oh well, I was disappointed. Yeah, I just want a battle scene. That's all I want. Just surviving New Republic forces. You can kill them off, have your cake and eat it too with this whole Empire versus Rebels 2.0 thing. Just Galactic Civil War 2, I guess. Just give me some. Anyway, enough of that rant. Back to the other hopes for this movie. 2, maybe spoiler alert for The Last Jedi. While you're watching this, in that case. So since Snoke is dead, I'm fine with him being dead. I'm fine with I really want to see what it's like for Kylo to be the Supreme Leader. I want to see how that's handled. I want to see it, I don't want Snoke to come back, at least in such a way that interrupts the flow of the story as far as Kylo Ren being Supreme Leader and how all that plays out. I don't want that interrupted. I want to see how that turns out. But I do want to see, at the very least, I want it explained how Snoke came to lead the First Order, because some Force being, as a leader of that like terrorist remnant organization doesn't make any sense to me. It never has made any sense. Would have made sense for like a Hux type of guy to be the supreme leader. I mean, they came out of the ashes of the Empire. That makes sense to me. But some random Sith-like dude, he's not a Sith, but a Sith-like dude, being on top of Sidious 2.0, that doesn't make any sense at all. Some Force being, that doesn't make any sense. So just at least explain that. You know, explain, cover up the holes that, you know, JJ left open in The Force Awakens. Finish what you started, JJ. Just, you know, all those things that were left in the air from Episode 7, I want to see concluded. You know, man, that's so cool. I'm just hoping they're not more rebels, to be honest. Like the Resistance, I just hope it's not more. So far, that's what they are, but. And this just confirms it, like they look a bit ragtag, and I guess they're on a side adventure at that point, maybe. Yeah. Oh, and the big question of all, who the heck is laughing at the end? Who is that? It doesn't sound like anyone we know, but my first thought was Snoke, because he died in the last movie, right? Without any backstory, any conclusion to his character. That was it. Like he was just cut short. Like he just plucked out. So there's something there missing, right? No one's ever really gone. See what I mean? It would make sense. A lot of people are saying it's Palpatine, the Emperor. I guess the laugh in that case, it sounds more like Palpatine, but it doesn't even sound like him, to be honest. I guess it's been however many years, so it could be, but why? That would be so stupid. He's dead. Leave him dead, dude. Bringing him back, I know you're trying to do damage control at this point, maybe, but bringing him, for me, personally, it would make it worse, because now you're just undoing the end of Return of the Jedi, like you didn't already do that, destroying the Republic, and etc., etc. All the characters are back to their old selves, whatever. Point being, you will undo the ending of the original trilogy even more. Just nail it home with bringing back the Emperor. You know, especially the First Order, that's the whole point of them, and the Knights of Ren. They're like carrying on the legacy of the Empire. And that's why they're a threat, is because they're a bunch of extremists with weapons. They're like fanboys of the old regime, and they're like carrying on this torch that just won't die. And they're this big threat at this point, and that's why it's so, you know, that's why it's like edge of your seat type of thing. If you just bring back the Emperor, whoops, I totally just knocked my headphones out. Not that I need them, but if you just bring back the Emperor, it's like, it feels like it kind of gets rid of the tension of this current trilogy, because now it's just all silly, and now it's just, you're just bringing back the past, and now it's just like, you know, he's gonna steal the spotlight. It just, I'm not okay with it, you know. It's like you brought balance to the Force. I'm guessing / hoping that, like, my hope is my prediction, that they're not gonna bring him back, but he's gonna be like, he's gonna have some sort of a presence, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he's a Force ghost or something like that. Like, he's still dead and long gone, but his influence is still there. He's still, because, I mean, we saw his, like, what was that, essence leave him when he died, so maybe he has a little bit of that going on. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe they bring back the whole, like, living forever, Darth Plagueis type of crap. That, you know, maybe they can tie that into this movie. I mean, the last two movies weren't going anywhere with that, so it's gonna have to be shoehorned in pretty good. But, you know, I don't mind. It would be pretty neat. Obviously, at this point, we're definitely going to see the Knights of Ren, because otherwise it'd be like, what? So I guess the Knights of Ren are more or less leading the First Order at this point. So you got fanboys leading the organized fanboys. This is just gonna be weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess it's not really Galactic Civil War 2 because both sides are more or less like lessened, and now it's not so galaxy wide. It's not so too high stakes, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like this small, even playing field. That's what I thought too going into Last Jedi, by the way. But apparently, the Resistance was just a small little military, and the First Order was like. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll turn into that again, but yeah. Now though, especially, it feels like it might be a little more even. I don't know, because I mean, the First Order pretty much got most of them wiped out in the Last Jedi anyway. If you saw what happened there, so maybe they're on a like Starkiller was nothing but all those ships, half their most of their fleet. You know, I don't know how big they are, but. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's probably Kylo Ren. But what if it wasn't? I don't know. So yeah, the thing I'm looking forward to most is seeing the opening sequence. Those are always my favorite. When it goes from the opening crawl and then it opens, just so good. It's always such a surprise. And this is the last time I'll ever get to see that too, which is sad, but you know, it's for the best. Can't wait to see that scene. That's gonna be awesome. Hopefully there's an actual duel. I've been talking way too much. This is just like a 2-minute tease. Who's the laughing at the end? Let me know in the comments below who you think it is. Everyone's saying Palpatine. I don't know. I almost like if this was a Warner Brothers film, like a DC movie, no question about it, it's the Joker, right? But this is Star Wars, so what? What the heck is that? I don't know. It's weird. It caught me totally off guard when I first initially watched it. I'm gonna see if I can't put that up on YouTube, even though I'm pretty much just copying all the same points. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know I've been ranting a lot, but yeah. Anyway, that's that.